This video is brought to you by the local project's print publication. Head to the description of this video to subscribe now and receive 3 copies each year.
No doubt my favourite part of the property would be the main living zone. It's epic in its proportion, it's got beautiful aspect to garden spaces. It's a multifunctional space that can be closed off and opened up, so really this is a true aspect that we're really proud of. We're located in Toorak, which is only a few kilometres away from Melbourne CBD. There are large lot sizes, expansive gardens and a variety of architectural design styles. Toorak has a streetscape where high fences are predominant. Here we'd like to use that to our advantage as well, but really differentiate it with the use of different materials, different heights, and softening that through landscape as well. The property itself sits at around 850 square metres. The home in its entirety is sitting over 1,000 square metres, and that's spread across a basement, which houses garage and other amenities, ground floor, which is primary living zones, and then level 1, which houses 4 private bedrooms. With all of our designs, it's not just about approaching a front door and letting one into the home. For us, it was about layering that effect. The front gate opens, you're navigating through an informal garden space and then confronted with a bold entry door. Once that door opens, you're starting to see glimpses of materials, different elements, textures, but not exposed to the entire volume immediately. A majority of the ground floor plan is glazed in its entire perimeter. So what this really does is connect the living space, the private zones and public zones to multiple and varying garden spaces. There's a large expanse of glass directly to the northern garden, but equally to the opposite side, we've got a southern garden, which gives you a different lighting, textural quality throughout the day and throughout the seasons alike. The glass here to the south is 4 metres in height by 2.5 in width, so you're really getting this blurring effect between living and landscape. That was also done with the use of materiality, bleeding the floor finishes and ceiling finishes from inside all the way to the outside as well. The material palette was intentionally pared back and restrained. The main materials used were concrete, natural stone and glass. Evidently, concrete was a key material used in the project. We've used it strategically for achieving a lot of the large expanses. The northern aspect and the direct connection from living space to the garden has a clear opening of 18 metres. Again, this is done by the concrete upturned beam, which really comes from the front of the home and runs all the way through the rear. Oregon timber was used as formwork and it really left a nice textural quality. If I was to say one thing that presents itself to the street as a design consideration or a striking element would be the client's sculptural champagne cork, which really sort of says, come in, have a drink and let's have a bit of a party. Natural light is obviously a key consideration, but equally is artificial lighting. In the stairwell, we've got a bespoke internal handrail detail. Within this space, we've lit it with a concealed LED strip, and this draws you to the level 1 lobby space. When you come up the stairwell, you're immediately confronted with a long corridor. We intentionally wanted to exaggerate this. Through the use of lighting, there was a long concealed LED strip that draws you from one side of the home immediately to the opposite side. Coupled with this as well were some broken segments, and here we have some integrated feature lights that form part of the interior space but equally add a sense of warmth and comfort. Through the ground plane there were 2 primary living areas. One was the main living area we're in now, but equally what we called on plan was an alfresco zone. That was a multifunctional space which can be used throughout the year, and that had a direct connection to the northern garden and equally to the pool and leisure zone to the east. The pool area intentionally was not directly off the main living space. It was quite, I guess, odd to have it in the front yard, not typical in any way, shape or form. However, what this provided was great solar aspect throughout the year. Given the home was completed some years ago, it's super impressive to see how it's aged or not aged. I guess the landscape, if anything, has really established and brought a true effect as to what was imagined here from day one. It's super satisfying seeing the client always happy and still getting great feedback as to, I guess, what the house was imagined to be and how that's actually turned out.
Published 3 times a year, the local project hard copy publication contains over 350 pages of curated insight into the latest architecture and design across Australia and New Zealand. Printed on exceptionally high-quality paper stock, the publication is designed to be read and enjoyed over time. A beautiful and valuable addition to any personal library or coffee table. With worldwide delivery available, have the hard copy print publication delivered straight to your door 3 times a year with an annual subscription. Head to the description of this video to subscribe to the triannual print publication.